Hello! This episode I've been so looking forward to creating because the butterfly is one of my all-time favourite creatures, and in fact I'm an avid butterfly spotter. So wherever I go in the world I always try and spot my favourite butterflies and catalogue what I've seen. This week, before we start on the actual butterflies, I just wanted to throw you either side of me, and the reason why I sat here was very purposeful. Here we've got lavender, which the butterflies absolutely love. And here we've got a very special plant called the gaura. Now the gaura, if you turn it... Oh, butterfly, did you see that? There we go. Butterflies are joining us on our episode. This is the butterfly gaura, or the white gaura. And it's called the butterfly gaura because if you turn it around like this, it actually has the shape of a butterfly. And the butterflies also really love this plant. How beautiful is it? Right, what I'm going to show you today is how to create a really simple butterfly feeder. And you hang this from the trees or your balconies or somewhere that butterflies can access it. And why I'm showing you this is because butterfly populations are in decline. As with the bees, we need to help them. How can we do that? Well, we make them these little feeders here, so when they're fluttering around, they've got some refueling stations. I'm going to show you all the elements in a little bit, but what I wanted to talk to you first about was a singular word that's really important when we're talking about butterflies. And as you can see, I've got many on here, because Child of the Wild, our symbol or our emblem, is a butterfly, because it represents change, or a bigger word for change, metamorphosis. What does metamorphosis mean? Metamorphosis is a transformation. It's a change from one thing to another. So for example, we have the egg, and then the egg turns into a caterpillar, and then the caterpillar turns into a chrysalis. And then what happens in the end? The chrysalis opens and the butterfly pops out. How incredible is that? And if we put that in our real world terms, just imagine for a second that you turning from an egg, or in the womb, which you do, into a child. But then, as a child, one night, you lay in your bed or your chrysalis, and you woke up one morning and you were a completely different thing. That's how incredible it is for the butterfly. So I'm going to give you a question now. If you could transform into anything, from human to something else, what would you choose? Right, here we are. We're going to make a butterfly feeder. And as I'm doing this feeder, we can talk about the different things about butterflies that I love. So I've got an example here, but what I wanted to show you first was the way you would do it. So I want you to grab a piece of card from your house, and this can be any piece of card. Try and use scraps. I don't want you to go out and buy anything new, because what we're trying to do is repurpose things we already have so we don't waste paper. So this is a bit of card I had in our craft cupboard. And in this card, I've punched 4 holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, okay? And then we're going to decorate it. This is the fun part before we put the string in. So what I like to do is colour mine in all sorts of different colours. And what we're going to do in the end is put this bottle top in the middle here. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you on the camera in a minute, is just make a little central area there where we're going to put the bottle cap, and then I can go on and colour the rest of my flower. Now, as I'm colouring this flower, I just wanted to throw over some facts about butterflies that you may not know. Firstly, can you guess how long a butterfly lives? What's its lifespan once it's turned into a butterfly? What's your guess? Well, in fact, it's just a few weeks. So when you next see a butterfly flying around, what you really need to do is appreciate it and look at it and admire it, because you may never see it again. Another fact about butterflies is that they are migratory, which means they can fly long distances and have an automatic sensor using their antennae using the sun to find out where they need to go on the migration. That's really cool. Imagine, where would you fly if you were a butterfly, if you could choose to migrate somewhere else? The other thing I love about butterflies is that they taste with their feet. That's quite odd for us when we taste with our tongue. Imagine just for a second, you did your tasting with your feet. Do you know the names of any local butterflies in your area? Have you ever been on a butterfly spotting mission? Well, after you've watched this episode, I hope that you will. Because once you start, it's impossible to stop. And you'll find your favourite butterflies. For example, mine's the Adonis blue. It's an iridescent, really bright blue coloured butterfly. And it's my absolute favourite. So I'm going to ask you the question, what's your favourite butterfly? And if you don't have one yet, perhaps this is the best time to start finding one. So as an example, I've coloured in just 2 sections of my butterfly feeder. But what I wanted to show you is the finished result. So there's one that I made earlier. So as you can see with this, what I've done is pulled the string through the bottom in a cross. So this is a bit the parents might need to help with. So I've used 2 pieces of string and I've threaded them through in a cross underneath. And then once I've threaded them through, we've made a little tie at the top. So you can hang it from any place you wish. Now, in this one, to feed the butterfly, they love, as I said, old fruit. So the older the fruit, the better. In fact, if you've got some really rotting, unripe fruit in your house that you're not going to eat, it'd be perfect for the butterfly. Oops, I dropped it there. So I'm going to put that in here. But if you don't have any fruit, you can also use a cotton pad and make a sugar syrup. And the sugar syrup can go in here in replacement of the fruit, and they also love that. And then you place it in the middle there. I wouldn't stick it down because then you can replace it anytime you want. And once you've hung it, you place it in the middle where they can take it and they can feed off it. My only advice with the hanging is if you live in a rainy environment, this is of course made from card, it might go all soggy in the rain. So if you do live in a rainy place, it's perhaps better to do it in a sheltered area or in the canopy of a tree where it won't get very wet. Would you like to come and hang it with me? Let's go. So as you can see, here is the butterfly feeder hanging on a branch. Now this is only a very small plant, so it doesn't have to hang on a super huge tree. But it's sitting there waiting for the butterflies to feed from it. And in fact, this is a fantastic way to do some butterfly spotting. So once you've hung your feeder, you can use this to note down what species of butterflies are living in your local area. Okay, that's the end of our magical butterfly episode, and I really hope that you enjoy making the butterfly feeders. Now we're going to end on a poem as we usually do, so get comfortable. This is your time to reflect and relax after your learning session. Now this is called Butterfly Magic. Are you ready? In gardens where the blossoms sway, a dance of colours brightens the day. With wings like petals soft and light, the butterflies take graceful flight. From chrysalis they break their chains, transforming struggles into gains. A symbol of hope, change and rebirth, in every flutter they share their worth. So let us pause and watch them soar, embracing the magic forevermore. For in their dance we find a clue that beauty lies in being true. And that's it for this episode. And as always, I would suggest turning off those screens and going outside, because that's where the fun starts and the magic really happens. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
We are the children of the world, exploring the land and sea. We are the children of the world, learning from the earth are we. Protecting nature with all our love for every generation. Preserve our world with honor and pride, children of the world are we.
If you love the adventures we bring to your screen and want to see even more exciting outdoor exploration for your kids, consider joining our community on Patreon. Your support will help us create additional content that inspires children to connect with nature and enjoy the great outdoors. Together, we can make every episode a new adventure.